Hello everyone, this is Cody from the Rancor's Brothel. Are you looking for dice and other gaming accessories for your group? If so, check out our friends over at fanroll.com, where you can find unique dice and premium quality accessories for your table. And if you're looking for something really special, they do customization as well. Fans of the Rancor's Brothel can save 10% by using the promo code RB10 at checkout. That's R as in Rancors, B as in Brothel, 10. Not only can you get yourself some great dice at a discount, but you can support this podcast as well. So check out fanroll.com today and use promo code RB10 at checkout. Tell them the Rancor's Brothel sent you. Engage.
Rancor's Brothel.
Was this, you said projector, and because
Yeah,
I'm old, I thought like slide projector.
No.
Not the case.
Correct. There is a laptop
It's a laptop. So we need to either confiscate this laptop or whatever USB drive this slide thing is on.
I didn't even think about it, but I'm so glad I'm not the only one who pictured a slide projector.
Oh, I did too.
Absolutely.
I actually did too. Yeah, he said projector.
The fucking loud ass thing.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
he said
I
projector.
hated
I'm just thinking. Yeah, I was thinking click,
I
click.
hated those things.
No, he's clearly got a laptop that's plugged into a system.
We're in Podunk, New Jersey. It could be.
They probably exist here. It's a one-room schoolhouse.
They just got electricity.
It's a one-room schoolhouse.
Gant is closing the laptop and putting it in a bag and slinging it on his shoulder.
Quick, shoot it.
Is Gant above us in terms of agency or hierarchy?
Well, I mean, probably not. Probably similar level. You don't have jurisdiction over him.
We keep saying agent. I assume he's FBI, but I don't know if that's the case.
He is, yes. Kaner would theoretically be his boss. Gant is his right hand.
Yep.
Go check out the scene.
No, we need the laptop.
We'll get there.
Lucas, make me a bureaucracy roll.
Bureaucracy.
Yep.
I have that at 60.
Yeah, good luck. Actually, with 60, you would probably know this already.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, is that not high enough to just get a thing most of the time?
Sure,
Over
I'll give it.
half?
I'll give it to you. All right, you can make a bureaucracy roll, or you can make another roll for me.
You already gave it to me.
Must have went well. What was that result, Lucas?
Higher than 60.
Perfect. What's your current SAN?
My current SAN?
Yeah,
47.
perfect. So it's a failed SAN roll too. No, something to think about. You would know that if the FBI is stepping in, which they are, because a New York man murdered a New Jersey man next to a highway.
Yeah.
So now it's become an interstate thing. The local police probably have physical files, which is copies of what you're looking at.
No, I know
right now.
that.
But these physical files so this is just a due process thing. When the physical files from when the FBI takes over, they're going to take the physical files from the local PD, take them to the local FBI office, which could be wherever, since apparently Newark is not fucking close enough. But they would take them to the local FBI office. They would then digitize them and upload them to the FBI server in wherever the FBI is located. I think it's in the heart of DC, as I recall.
Yeah.
At which case, that information is available to anyone who has access to the FBI servers. So
Yeah, I don't know what to even do about that.
The FBI
somebody would have to hack into the FBI servers
the
and
FBI
destroy
took
it.
control of the case today. So Gant and Kaner, who work in the area, trying to see if it tells me where he's at, because they probably did more research on New Jersey geography than I did.
Clearly.
Go fuck off. You don't know how to add to 30.
I know my north, south, and east and west.
You do not. Which
Wait.
way's north? Right now. Which way's north?
Where I'm sitting?
Yeah.
I don't know. That way.
Okay, go fuck yourself.
I think it's that way. Is it that way?
Woodland Park, which apparently is not far away. Woodland Park is the location of the nearest FBI office. So Kaner and Gant are out of Woodland Park. So you would imagine they have taken those possession or in the process of taking possession of those files and will be taking them to Woodland Park and will be eventually digitized.
So they have the physical files on hand?
Probably not here.
No, it
You don't
would it'd be a Woodland.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to make a stop in Woodland.
Real quick.
We might want to get a hold of our. I mean, do either of you have good computer skills?
No.
What would that be under? Computer science? No.
Computer science, SIGINT.
I have craft computer. I'm going to figure out a way to use it.
I do not.
So
I got
Okay.
I actually have
That's
a 20, I have a
something
20 in
I have
SIGINT
20 in SIGINT, but that's
with our powers combined.
When we find things that. What did the handler say he wanted us to
Destroy
contact
every
him
copy
for?
of it.
I understand that, but he said contact me with these. Was it just people that we encountered that were exposed? Because I know that was part of it.
Which is 15 people
he wants
in this
to know.
room.
He wants to know people who have seen the numbers and understand them.
Right.
Anyone who had a high mathematics skill.
But I mean, if this is something that is out of our scope of experience, we may need to contact him to
Shut it
have
down.
these taken care of internally.
Yeah, at least the digital version.
Yeah.
Um.
We can hit the physical stuff on site. But
Yeah.
anything that's been uploaded to
The cloud.
Question: because something's been bothering me since it happened. How are you known?
What do you
Like the reporter knew you.
Oh, I've been in the field for a while. There's a possibility that I have no idea.
Second, what is our like supposed cover that they would not have so far questioned why? Like I know that we have FBI credentials or whatever, but
I mean, we were expected on site.
I know that. But like where are we from? Like you know what I mean? Like what's our connection? I guess.
Yeah. Does Thomas Mallory have a home office that he reports to?
The paperwork that you have would show Thomas Mallory is out of DC.
Okay.
Same thing for you.
So we're all based in DC?
It's still just, and it's not far, but
There's a snake in the room.
yeah,
Very loud snake.
it's just I don't know. It's weird for us to be in a room full of possibly who knows how many other FBI agents, but just like, hey, we're FBI agents too, Joe. I saw you at the meeting. I don't know.
Anything you'd like to talk about amongst yourselves? You could have talked about on the car too. So whatever you want to talk about.
I mean, it's the problem is this is going to become I don't know what the word is. If these numbers are dangerous and people with high mathematics skills understand them and it messes with their minds, then anybody in the room we were just in could possibly be contaminated. Is that the word to use?
Shoot him.
Which means we need to figure out who scored very high on their mathematics portion of their exams and detain them.
Right.
That's
but,
only 15 people in this room.
right. But local cops and state cops, they're not going to be advanced physics students.
Doesn't mean they're not really good at math.
No, that is kind of what that means.
No,
It's very unlikely.
Yeah.
ideally.
I would worry more about his contemporaries at Columbia.
Didn't he say it? Well, never mind. So do we want to contact the handler to see if he can handle the digital bullshit that we seemingly can't do?
Let's see if we can figure out what exactly we need to tell him to look into.
Would you like to pass anything on, Trey?
No.
Or you did make a roll. I'm
Yeah.
I'm just curious what you rolled.
Failed to roll.
Sure, but a failed roll might also mean something.
What are you rolling?
You could message me if you don't want to tell the rest of
Okay.
the group.
Fuck's sake.
That was
It's my party and I'll go crazy if I want to. Tentacles if I want to. Me go if I want to. You would cry too if neither of that happened to you.
The number on the shotgun is pretty crazy. So there's that. Was I the only character that noticed that?
You said it.
I said it, but did the other characters
No.
notice it?
I mean, no, that's what I was looking at. And when he asked me if I was trying to show him something, no, I was like, those numbers are right there.
Yeah, partially.
I was just trying to.
That's why I said when I was looking at it, I was trying to find like the date, but the date's not in there.
Where is it?
I don't know what year it is because he didn't give us a year. So I would
What's
be looking
the
for that.
date, man? No, the year.
Unless 99 is the year.
It's 1999. I mean, 2022's in the.
The 22 was part of the shotgun number.
I understand that.
From 20 to 98, 22 to 8. So the 99 is separate, and anything after the 8 is separate.
So they're all loading up to investigate the site. Lucas, make a roll that's decent. Just throw me some dice.
Shit. Like, what do you...
I'm trying to help a brother out here, and it's you.
12.
As someone who knows these things, Lucas, because you have a reason to know these things, it is not unusual for people with for agents with different specialities to be brought in from a great distance when involving a particular investigation.
Mm-hmm.
You would also know that the process of digitizing this will take some time.
Fair.
You would also know that the supervisory special agent isn't the mother who is handing out all these details. Theoretically, people who have snuck into the meeting would know to go to what they're assigned to do because they would know why they were assigned there.
Right.
So you would understand the cover perhaps better than some of your compatriots and what to do next. Almost as if you could potentially drive the next action for the other players. As a special agent, Lucas, the FBI agent, who's done this for a decade, Lucas.
I mean, we were trying to figure out what to do. I don't know what to do.
Correct.
That's the problem.
The point is that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do because theoretically the agency assigned you there to do a thing. So they're going to do a walkthrough of the scene. So if people want to go to the scene and they were assigned to go to the scene, they could go. If one of you be like, yeah, I'll totally run down this bit, then they're going to be like, yeah, you're the agent running down this bit.
I'm collecting every packet in the room. That's for sure. Just in case.
I mean, I definitely want to go to the scene, but
and burning them.
If we're trying to stop the dissemination of these numbers and information, then I feel like it's almost more paramount to
go to the FBI agent.
Yeah.
Or split the party.
For Lucas, the special agent, yes, you can kind of do whatever the hell you want. And as long as you're not attracting attention, say on CNN, you can kind of do whatever you want as part of the investigation. But obviously, the longer you hear, the more sooner or later somebody's going to root out and be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? And why are you not a part of the investigation? So,
fucking dice are just killing me today.
I'm going to assume that's a fail.
I haven't rolled below 60 until that roll in a fucking single digit.
Oh, so you passed that one?
No.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So let's go on the walkthrough.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. You all can go
scene.
you can all go on the walkthrough. Come on. Okay. You go on the walkthrough. So now it's probably mid-afternoon, October 13th. The Ridgeway home is 3 stories plus a basement, built on a 1/4 acre just on the edge of New Jersey Highway 6. Built in 1924, it was once the main house of a much larger farm, which was long ago split up into lots. There's absolutely nothing unusual about the house or its occupants. They were all, as far as you can tell, innocent bystanders.
Question.
Yeah.
It's the street address.
Let me look at that. Dina, Malcolm, Clark, Dean, Mary, Alice, and Claire Ridgeway. Ages, if anyone cares, because this is like brutal, even for Detweiler, in my opinion. Malcolm 44, Dina 43, Michael 18, who is not in the list that I gave, Claire 16, Dean 14, Mary 13, Alice 12, Claire. Sorry, there's a Clark and a Claire. I said Clark and Clark is 16. Claire is 10. So everybody but Michael died in the house.
Are these all biological children?
Yes.
Okay. It's a lot of really close ages.
Must be a Catholic family.
Correct. They all died, pretty much all died in or around the kitchen. As you're sort of walking through the house, it looks like Michael Way entered the kitchen. He had he had both buckshot and slugs. Each victim was hit 1 time, except for Clark, who appeared to have been shot twice. It's the first blast didn't seem to kill him.
You need a different barrel for...
Talk to Detweiler. That's being read right out of the book.
Okay. I was going to say, he didn't use 2 different guns, did he?
No, it's supposedly all from one shotgun.
Okay.
He just had two different types of ammo, not necessarily that both types of ammo were used.
Sorry, can you read the ages again?
Both were used.
Oh, okay.
Can you read the ages again?
There's pellets and slugs all over the fucking place. The ages are. Would you like to know more about numbers, Lucas?
Mm-hmm.
44, 43, 18, 16, 14, 13, 12, and 10. Michael Way was 26. In case you want to know that.
One more time.
Sure.
Man.
Oh,
44, 43, 18, 16, 14, 13, 12, 10, and Michael was 26.
So what's the relevance of those numbers, Lucas?
I don't know. I just want to make sure I have all the numbers written down in case we need them because there's far too many numbers in this game.
they were on a hatch.
Not quite. It's just this 13-year-old's really throwing me off. Increments of 2 years, except for this kid who's
And the 43-year-old.
Huh?
44, 43?
yeah, those are the parents.
Those are the parents, yeah.
Mhm.
They are not actually biologically related, so
Well,
that
that's
makes
a
more
fair
sense.
point. So I thought you were just talking
Are
about
you
the
dating your sister,
I thought you were
Lucas?
about
Like-
the sequence of numbers in general were
No, I was
You're-
just like,
my bad.
we have. I mean, just that's what I'm saying. Like, we have a 14, 13, and 12-year-old. I'm like, that's a lot of fornicating.
Irish, what do they call those? Irish stepchildren when they're 18 months apart.
Something like that. Definitely Catholics.
I want to try and get into the.
Does anybody have forensics?
Just
curious.
Yeah.
No.
You do? What's your score?
30.
16 total shots in the house.
I want to try and get into the master bedroom.
Sure.
If I can get in there on my own, I want to try and grab some kind of personal effect of hers.
Sure. I like it. Make me some sort of roll, Jeff.
You said Way entered the kitchen. Did he enter the house through the kitchen?
Yes, I believe that's the thought.
Okay. Entered the house through the kitchen. There were immediately people in the kitchen, probably the first to go.
Correct.
Must have been dinner time, maybe. Were they all sitting there together?
No, they said it was in
No,
the
it was-
afternoon.
It was in
It
the
was
afternoon.
2:30.
Sorry.
I'm not sure what roll you want me to make.
But you didn't make it.
No, I got 45. It could be
A stealth, a bureaucracy, is something that makes sense for you.
bureaucracy. Yeah.
Sure. Hey guys, I'm going to check the bedroom.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't think it's that hard, if you're not sniffing panties or something, Jeff.
No answer. No answer.
I'm looking for we're supposed to make a romantic connection between Way and the wife.
Correct.
Correct. No, I know exactly what you're
I'm
doing.
looking for some kind of personal effect that I can take that we can plant in his room.
No, 100%. I know exactly what you're doing.
Okay.
Jewelry, some lingerie,
Like a single earring.
a
would do.
sex toy. What are you looking for?
I do like a single earring.
Okay, sure.
One
There are
that we
sets of
can
earrings.
one that
Something small
we can
you
leave one
can
here and
conceal.
plant one.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's easy
Um,
enough. I'm not even gonna make you roll to steal
Yeah.
one
Okay.
earring.
I mean, if I can find something that really ties together well, but I'm not sure what I would be looking for or what I would find.
You need to give me something. I'm not gonna give it to you. So if you come up with a clever idea, I'll do it.
I mean, grabbing a pair of her underwear would not be out of the question.
No, not at all. It's just the bigger and the longer you're in there, the more I'm gonna make you make a roll.
Right. No, something.
I would make it minimal.
Underwear earring. I think that's sufficient.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that could easily be tied back here. The earring is a very good idea.
Any clocks in the kitchen?
Yeah, actually. There is it's kind of weird you mentioned that. It's an old farmhouse, right? It looks like the stove is original. Do you have forensics?
No.
No, you didn't. Okay. The stove looks like it's a monstrous fucking thing. It's like one of those, it's probably a gas burner. It's way too big for the space. It's not practical. But you know how it's like a 70s model? It's probably like a fucking lime green or something awful.
Mhm.
But you know how like, it has a manual clock. Like, you know how sometimes you see like they put manual clocks or weird shit in
Yeah.
there's a
Like
manual.
built into that top panel.
Yes, absolutely. There's a manual clock. Oops, sorry.
Is it hands or like a roll?
It's hands.
Okay.
It's a monstrous clock.
Is it moving?
No, it is not.
What is the time?
Make me an intelligence roll.
To know how to read a clock.
No, I just want to see what he rolls.
6.
It is stopped at 2:28 and 13 seconds. You feel a need to roll Sandroy?
I don't think so.
Okay, just curious.
It's not on the list. 228.
I mean, in that sequence, no.
Did he write down the wrong sequence?
I was more shaking my head just because, I mean, the numbers are there.
I mean, so is 9 and 12. If we're looking for the date, they're just not next to each other. Cody is now checking the original version because it's something is off for him.
228:13.
Where are you at right now? So he's you're sort of investigating the stove. You're sniffing panties. We've already established that. What are you doing?
I'll check the basement if they'll just if we're checking the
Sure, yeah, no, you go look
I will
at the
check the
basement.
basement.
I imagine this is an old farmhouse. It's probably more of a root cellar, perhaps.
Could be. The 3-story farmhouse is pretty big, so probably just a root cellar.
Yeah, so it's probably like laundry and storage. Nothing that draws your attention. Like it's
Would I imagine the third floor would be more of an attic?
correct. Yeah.
Peak.
But with the number of kids, it's probably a bedroom. Michael Ridgway was not in the kitchen, so ostensibly he was in a second floor room, maybe in the attic or whatever. He jumped out a window, ran out the front door, something to that effect. So if you were looking for that, you would find where Michael exited the house before he was shot in the back as Michael Way came out the front door.
Okay.
In terms of the excuse me. In terms of the basement, though, you're not finding anything in particular.
All right. What did the father do, Ridgway, for a living?
I don't have it in my memory if it's listed.
For some reason, when you went through all that shit, I thought you said he was a professor, but now I apparently I'm wrong.
I did think that too, that he was tied to Columbia.
Yeah, I thought that's what you had said, but
He is not. No.
okay, I guess.
No, they've
somehow-
claimed there's no discernible connection between
Right.
Way
That's why I was
and the
confused when you said
Ridgways.
that.
So,
Somehow we both
Yeah.
divested that idea.
well, yeah, I mean, right, but I mean,
I don't remember it listed anywhere. I'm going to say he's insurance.
And where were these numbers spray painted in relation to here?
On the sidewalk beside Highway 6.
Okay, so and the house is right by Highway 6.
Correct.
Okay.
We're gonna need a power washer or more spray paint.
It's moving late into the afternoon. Anything else anybody wants to do?
I don't know if this was asked yet. Sorry. How are the bodies in the house? How are they arranged? I guess.
You probably have a couple. You probably have a couple at the table, as if he busted in, probably with a couple of shots. Killed, 2 people. There are some sprayed shots around. Roughly in line with the bodies. Lucas has forensics, so and there are obviously other FBI agents there, but it looks like the guy just kept reloading and pumping shells into the shotgun and just blasting. So you've got maybe a couple at the dinner table, one running from the dinner table, one almost in the exit, one towards the living room as if they were all running. But 5, how many are there? There are 8. There's 6 children plus the 2 of them.
So yeah, 8.
Yeah. So
Because you said 2. They were all shot twice. There's 16 shots.
no, they were all shot once. Only
Except
one
for
person
one.
was shot twice.
Which was Michael, right? The runner.
No, it was Clark, I think.
Yeah, you
I
said
go back
Clark. You said Clark.
Was Clark the 13-year-old or the 14-year-old?
Clark is 16.
Clark is 16.
Lucas, make a forensics roll since you're kind of looking into this nearly on with forensics.
That's a fail.
So then you're saying that there are 7 missed shots or 7
Are you sharing this idea out loud, or are you asking me?
I'm asking you because you said there were 16 shots.
He did shoot himself too.
Okay.
You said 16 shots in the house, though, specifically earlier. So it was 16 total or 16 in the house?
16 shots.
Total.
So 7 people were shot once. He was shot once.
So 6 shots.
That's 8 shots.
One person was shot twice.
So 10. So there's 6
Correct.
errant shots.
You don't have forensics, so you don't know. That is an assumption you can make.
I mean, I have forensics. I just failed my roll.
Correct.
You're telling me 7 people were shot once. 1 person was shot twice.
And himself, so 10.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. So,
Where were the other shots directed at?
right.
Yeah, I mean, are we seeing blast holes behind bodies that clearly didn't
Yeah.
hit things?
Yeah, for sure.
So we're seeing miss marks. We're seeing
Correct.
craters where bullets hit and no body.
Yes.
Are we seeing 6?
you see a shot and then a blood smear where the second shot caught them.
Correct. I don't know how well you guys are at forensics to
Right.
establish all of that, but yes.
With a
that's what
room
the
full of people, we can figure this out.
Oh yeah, no. If you want to, yeah. If you want to, yeah. I'm asking if you want to.
We start having this conversation outside.
Correct, yeah.
With other forensics people in the room. Does everyone agree?
No.
Because everybody was taking a tour.
Correct. No. This one. And he points to some buckshot that was hit right around the stove. He said, this one, I don't think anybody was here. I've been doing this a long time. That one's there. And he starts going through. That one was there. There were 2 misses there. The third one hit that one there. This one doesn't make sense to me.
By misses, you mean he attempted to shoot a person twice, possibly, and just missed them?
Correct. Yes.
So, like,
Except for this one that this guy's pointing out.
Yeah, no, he's pointing basically like at the stove. This one doesn't make sense to me because
Could have been an accidental fire.
no, but like, and again, you got to think in mind this is a crime scene. So he's like looking at bullet casings and he's like, this one doesn't make
is
sense.
this a double-barreled shotgun?
No, it's a
no.
riot gun. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's probably like a riot gun.
Okay.
I mean, you'd have to look up what I say, a Remington. Like, you'd have to look it up, but I'm imagining this is a police single pump shotgun.
right.
So he's feeding, pumping, firing, feed, pump, fire, feed, pump, fire.
Where in the stove was it hit?
I mean, it birdshot blast all over the stove. He's like, the angle of this, he was standing here. Basically, what he begins to explain is that he was standing too close to the stove for another person to have been there. So it's as if either he's like, I think he probably misfired on this shot.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
No, but he wasn't aiming.
Nervous finger.
Yeah, no, that's what I think it probably was. I think he loaded one, triggered it, loaded another one, turned, and then shot family member number 5 or whatever.
Can we see? Okay, he's pointing out that the stove was shot and everything like that.
Correct.
Can we see where the buckshot went? Is that what stopped the clock?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So like when we're looking at it, it's at an angle, it's up. Like as if he was holding the gun this way.
No,
that no
straight
one at home
ahead.
can see.
Straight ahead.
So the clock's not up above.
No, it's on
No,
the stove.
it's built into the stove.
Okay. For some reason I was imagining it up higher.
No, it's built into the stove. Yeah, he's like, the only thing I think is that he was reloading with Buck to turn, but he got, I don't know, he
Why bother bringing both styles of ammo? That's the question.
I don't know, maybe he doesn't know fuck all about guns. He just went to the ammo store and swept 2 boxes in and called it a day out.
What time
But
did
to
you say
mix
that
and match?
the clock was stopped at?
If you look at it, Jeff, it's 2:28.
2:28
Would
and
you like
13 seconds,
and 13
which may or may not matter
I
based on
told-
that number that it does not exist on.
I told that to Troy. You can make an int roll, Jeff.
Oh.
It's got that 60 minutes. Tick, 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 tick. I saw a post the other day that said,
Hot two.
"Oh yeah, no, 100%, 228.13." You see that second hand? It's got that orange fucking second hand that ticks annoyingly. Stopped at 2:28 and 13 seconds.
Has there been what are they fucking called? Not a coroner, but somebody. Has there been has it been found like what order they were shot in? Has that been determined?
You're looking for
The guy, the
looking for a
forensics
CSI?
expert who's there from the FBI could kind of point that out. Yeah, this one was shot. This is probably first shot. This is probably second shot. Third shot missed. Fourth shot killed that person. 6th, 7th shot missed. 8th shot killed that person. Yeah, he could walk you through his expertise from.
trying to decide for whether they're not in a specific order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detweiler did not provide that to me.
Okay, so that's unimportant, but that's a good call.
I mean, numbers is the thing.
It's
here,
a numbers
so-
game.
I swear to God, I hope Schroeder edits this because I just want to keep here. Like, we can do 7 seconds, right? Without copyright.
Yeah.
I just want someone to keep putting in from Black Ops. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? It's going on in the afternoon. Anything else you'd like to do? Anything else you'd like to do at the scene?
Is there anything else we're looking? I mean,
I don't know,
The
you
forensics
tell me.
talk seems important.
Yeah, no, you're talking forensics, my friend.
How far did Michael get out the door before he was hit and killed?
2/3 of the way through the yard, probably.
How big's the yard? I want all the numbers, Cody.
I think I already told you it was a quarter lot, right?
Yes.
So 2/3 of a quarter minus 3,000 square foot home. Do the math, Lucas.
6.
He made it 6.
No, he was going
times-
towards State Road 6
Pi
or Country Road 6 or whatever it
squared.
was.
I did that to my dad the other day, which I never get to do because my dad is an impeccable craftsman, but he gets it from a technical sense, not from a mathematical sense. and I got to one. So far in the last year or so, I've one-upped him on math twice, which is not good for me because I don't know math. But he was trying to calculate something, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, you could make a jig and you could do this," and I'm like, "Motherfucker, 2 pi r. What are we doing here? We need to calculate the circumference of a pipe. Like, let's go." And he was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "I don't know how to do that." I'm like,
2 pi r.
I'm just gonna.
He's trying to tap into the copper waste pipe over here, and it theoretically is a 3-inch pipe, but we don't actually know what the diameter is in order to tap into it to get the right fitting, because they make a lot of different types of fittings. And I was like, well, I just take a tape and I'll just measure the entire circumference, and then with 2 pi r we'll get the diameter. No big deal. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, you just wrap a string around it.
But you have to know the diameter, not the circumference, because the pipe's measured in the
Oh,
diameter.
then you take a tape and you go across it.
Well, yeah, but measure a pipe in physical space and get an accurate measurement. It's not easy.
You wrap a string around the pipe
Yes,
and
sure they
measure the length of the string. That
I'm willing
gives
to
you the
bet they make a
circumference,
tool.
and then you can find the diameter.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm saying.
I'm willing
My
to-
dad-
People at work are amazed when I can do this shit.
I don't get to one up my dad on math very often. I took logic as my only math course in college, okay? And it was translating sentences into symbols.
Yep,
Like-
I remember it.
Like, it's not fucking complicated. So, like, me one-upping my father on math is rare.
I'm willing to bet they make a tool for pipes that you can just kind of like a ring sizer that
Have
you put next to it.
have
and
you met
figure
my
out
dad?
the
It's a
thing.
caliper.
Is
Yes.
that what that is?
And no, have you met my dad? No, he'll make some sort of fucking jig out of balsa wood and gum like fucking MacGyver and be like,
My dad's the same way.
oh no, this diameter is 3.1264 inches. I don't get all use geometry against my dad very
So
often.
since we're in the
'Cause I don't
kitchen,
know
I'm just gonna write mac and cheese for my craft.
Got it.
And
Anything else you'd
use
like to
this
do to push
fucking-
along the scenario?
Can we find all the numbers in this house? Can we
Wait
leave?
a minute. You said this wasn't a shotgun scenario.
Ah, gotcha, fucker.
I'm assuming that Michael was taken out on his way out to where the numbers are painted.
Correct.
I'm going to head that way.
Sure. Yeah, you can go
Yeah, we can
outside.
check out the numbers.
It's all marked off. The numbers are still there, painted in red spray paint on the sidewalk.
Do we know
And
if these were
it is
painted?
cordoned off.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody's allowed around
No.
here.
Well, there's a lot of cameras.
Were these painted prior to the
You
attack?
can see local PD and state PD are trying to keep them back, but they are filming the fuck out of you looking at those numbers, Jeff.
Are they getting the numbers?
Oh, yeah, probably. If you go over to the numbers, 100% they are.
We can't stop it. Let's just go through the scenario until we all die.
Lucas has already given.
Already given in. We cannot stop it now. It's on CNN. I'm on CNN. These
Anderson
were
Cooper standing over there, Jeff.
these were painted after the murders though. Like he painted it before he killed
He
himself.
shot all those people, spray painted the numbers, blew his own head off.
Okay.
I like how goddamn Special Agent Magoo over here is that the one out here. Like
And-
looking at the numbers and then staring
and it is
directly into the
these-
camera.
And these numbers are correct based on what we're seeing on the ground.
That's what you see that's what you see spray painted.
Is the 8 as shittily written on the ground as it is on the board here?
Yes.
I'm legitimately trying to ask because it looks kind of like a 3. So
Yeah, 100%.
are you being serious?
It's also
Yes.
crossed
Okay.
at the top. It means something.
I'm not assuming that it doesn't. I mean,
Sound clip for the numbers. What do they mean, Mason? Insert here.
Is that supposed to look like a colon in between the 0 and the 2 as well?
or,
No,
no, it's a dot.
Yeah.
I remember him reading it to me.
I know that, but there's
He
a
said
there's a
dot.
secondary mark up top. That's what I'm
It's
trying to
not
get at.
supposed to be there. It's probably a stain. Oh, there you go.
Better.
This fucking game's
I know.
about numbers.
I know.
See, I think once this gets edited, this is going to be fucking fantastic. But carry on. It's getting on in the evening now. It's going to start getting dark out.
We want to run to the agency to gather the physical evidence packet and make sure that doesn't get digitized.
You're all upset about these packets, man.
Yeah. Like packets.
Must stop the packets.
The line must be drawn here.
Packets is my new motivation. It's on my paper.
Really could use somebody with some kind of computer skill.
I know, right?
That's I thought we were gonna call what's his nuts.
Well, I meant more in the fact that now that we've got all these jackasses taking pictures and shit.
Yeah. Everybody from Columbia is gonna see this on the news and go crazy. We need to go to his apartment.
We do.
Or
We need to get
house,
these numbers
whatever it is.
off of the street.
I don't know how to do that. You're literally gonna have to power wash it or cover it with a tarp for now.
Or get a red spray cannon.
On camera
And
in front
mar
of
it.
all these other people, you could do that. Sure, we
Not
could.
at this exact second.
Right, but for now, we just need to get it covered up. Like a literal tarp will work. Is
Yeah, it would work.
that cool, Cody?
Yeah.
Cool. Did I get his voice right?
Pretty close.
I can't wait to see who edits this. Thank you for agreeing to that.
Sure, why not? At this point, they're all packing up and going back to the hotel. They're checking in with sources. They're searching things. Anything you'd all like to do?
But there is somebody staying with the site.
Yes. No. Local PD has got it. In fact, you'll see supervisory special agent Kaner come out and like. There is looks like a local PD there, and he talks to them, and he says something, and then the local PD turns and talks to the cameraman and to the news, and there's stuff going on.
Being over by the numbers, I will flag down Kaner. And
Yes, Special Agent
Mallory.
Mallory. Yes, what can I do for you?
Should we not cover this?
What is your line of thinking, Special Agent?
We don't know what significance this is, and we don't want somebody in the press seeing this and being able to suss something out that we haven't and get to a source before we do.
We don't need any conspiracy theories. We don't need anybody trying to figure this out on their own.
I'll give you some sort of fun roll, Jeff, with a bonus. What are you going for?
Roll for fun.
Persuade.
Sure.
Roll a 69.
I'll give you 10%.
With a bonus.
Pass.
Sure. Mallory, you make a good point. I'll speak to some of the folks. Let's get this covered up just in case there is some sort of significance we've not ascertained. I'm going to take that under advisory. Excellent work, Special Agent Mallory.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, sir.
And he walks off and begins speaking to some other agents. Anything else? Back to the hotel?
We're going to head to Way's house or apartment or whatever, dorm room, wherever he lives.
So you're going to New York?
Yeah, to Columbia.
Okay.
Sooner or later.
So I'm just asking, sooner tonight or no?
I'm trying to get an idea of what is around this.
It's on a highway, so like there are houses everywhere, but there's nothing around it other than the highway. It's not like
You never answered my question.
about.
Did you ask a good
The street
question?
address.
I don't remember seeing it. I will look some more.
Just looking for more numbers. Or a phone number to the household.
This is not in an addition, right? These are just houses
They're
off of,
lots. I don't
off
think it's
of
an
the road?
addition. Yeah.
We said it was an old piece of farmland that's been cut
Right.
off. So I'm assuming these are just houses straight off the road.
I think so, yes. That's how I'm envisioning.
I want phone numbers. I want birth dates. I want all the numbers I can get.
Does anybody know how many lots that from the original farmland this house shares?
No, you'd have to do some digging.
Okay.
Sig it, Lucas. You got all the numbers you fucking want. Go spend a couple hours in the hotel room. Sig it.
I actually got that.
Oh.
Well, that's
Remind me of that. That you
Will
made a
do.
success.
Will do.
It will take some time to get that success. You need to go spend some time this evening looking at numbers.
That's fair.
Is the family? Would the family's personal effects still be on site, like the wife's phone?
That's probably taken by PD.
Okay.
And theoretically being transferred to the FBI.
Who we have a contact with, by the way. We have the state trooper.
Correct, but that's not local PD.
Thought what he said. You said New Jersey.
State trooper.
State trooper. I
He's
guess
a statey.
That's fair.
It is, because that's what
Littering and.
wrong state.
Anything
Almost
else?
made it.
Nothing I can think of at the moment.
Yeah.
Hotel for the night?
Do we have a room at the Motel 6?
Yeah. You're part of the agent group.
Does it look like
Or do we want to go somewhere else first?
the press is dispersing?
I mean, you're getting some B-roll. It's not like there are people there hounding, but they're definitely filming the site, especially the longer you folks with FBI badges linger around. It creates excellent B-roll for the evening news.
So Way shot himself here at the numbers, right?
Ish, yeah.
Ish.
In the front yard. Not far from the numbers.
Okay, so he went back towards the house before he killed himself.
More like stepped off the curb.
Oh,
he killed himself in the
so the
yard.
numbers are way closer to the house than I'm thinking.
It's
Don't
a
see
quarter
it on the
acre
map.
lot. So, I mean, if it's a 3-story house.
Quarter acre lot's not big.
Correct. I think everything's relatively pretty close.
Okay.
It's almost as if he just stepped out of the potential way of getting hit by a car in order to kill himself.
Gotcha.
Don't want to get hurt while you're killing
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Can't. Yeah. Got to make it look clean.
Back to the hotel for the night. Anything else? I'm not hearing any ideas.
No, not that I can think of. Was it?
I mean, I had ideas,
already
but they're
asked
all
that. Never mind.
gonna be early day stuff.
Then I spend my second time.
Sure. Anything else that the two of you want to do?
How about bureaucracy to find out what all they have that we need to start looking for?
Sure. That's going to take some time, but you can roll it.
Who's
Yeah.
they? What are you talking
The
about?
FBI.
Oh,
It's a critical.
It is a
fail.
critical fail.
Perfect.
They said fuck you and hung up.
Lucas,
Yes.
you're sitting at the restaurant, in the lobby, maybe at the bar. We'll go at the bar. That seems most appropriate. And you're pouring over piles of stuff at a table.
Swear to God, that is the third critical fail I've rolled tonight.
Different pair of
I
dice.
can't wait for the nuclear
It
weapon
is.
to show up.
Try a pair of
Um,
mine.
Special Agent Dixie, and may I have a seat?
Dickskin.
Dick. Oh, you said it right that time. Sorry, who is this?
Supervisor Special Agent Kaner.
Please.
He's got 2 beers in his hand, both open. Beer.
Sober. Sorry.
He just sets it down. I respect your decision. Do you mind? As he points to his own.
Go for it.
Now, Special Agent and I know there's not a massive difference in age between the two of us, but I feel that you're a bit tense. I just wanted to see what was going on. You're working this very hard, I see. As he sips his Bud Light.
Just want to get through this as quick as possible. Get back home.
Is there something important waiting for you back home? Something that makes you very anxious about your job?
Anxious about my job? No.
Personal.
Family.
Very well. I won't pry, but you're more than welcome to speak to me. It's difficult to see oneself on the national news, to be the face of an investigation. I've been through it before. It's hard.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You need to send me a message?
No, I was rolling human.
Oh, are you hanging out?
Failed.
No, he's in his room trying to listen to the conversation.
I could actually do that myself.
He's sitting over there with a soup can to his ear.
I'll wait till you're done talking, but I could also roll that.
Just wanted to offer the opportunity if you need to have a conversation. Part of what I'm doing here is to train the next generation. So just making sure that you're doing all right, that you're doing your job.
To the best of my ability.
It sounds like he's hitting on you.
He might be.
Very well.
Nope.
All right. Take it
He's
as you will.
definitely hitting you.
Definitely hitting on me.
I know I'm working on the bureaucracy. You're down there doing your thing. Troy, if you're not doing anything, you may want to check in with our friendly.
That's true.
That's it's good. Special Agent Dixie. If you need anything, I'm here to help.
Sure.
And he says, I'll take this. And he picks up the beer that you didn't want since you said something about being sober.
Yeah, just nod at him.
And he sets his half-drank beer and the full beer you didn't drink back on the bar, and he leaves.
Okay.
Lucas, after a couple of hours, roll sand, please.
Okay. Let's try different dice. Nope. No.
We'll call it D4.
D4. 1.
After some time fiddling with the numbers involving the Ridgeway Social Security numbers, their license plates, superimposing numbers for the letters, their bank accounts, and mortgage amount yields the sum of 992022999892123333. So
I don't know why you started writing numbers.
I didn't know if it was going to be new.
After he got to the first 3, it's like, oh, okay, these are going to be the same.
So what does it
numbers.
go? It goes millions, billions, trillions,
Quadrillions.
quadrillions. So it's 9,920
Trillion.
trillion, 229,989,212,333 is that total. Enjoy your sleep tonight. Anybody else? You make some phone calls, Jeff. You
Don't get anywhere.
correct. Anything else, Troy? Going to bed.
I guess I'd be on the lookout for Deputy Dewey.
You don't have any contact for him. You have to try to
Oh,
figure
really?
it out. Yeah,
Blaney. Like, I mean, he's
you can ask about him. if you
state
want.
trooper,
Yeah.
just to see if he's around.
There are some state troopers around. If you want to generally ask them, you could have a question.
Yeah, just I'm looking for Officer Blaney.
Thomas.
Yeah.
He's off duty tonight. He should be around tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
Next morning, unless there's anything else. There's a morning briefing with Kaner and Gant. Anyone going to it?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's some stuff. They talk about some investigation, no real leads. Some thoughts were sort of posited. Special agents, I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Sarah Comox. And he introduces a woman who's sort of standing near the front of the room. She kind of gives a shy smile and a shy wave and, sort of a grimace. Dr. Comox is a crypto analyst for the Bureau. She has a double PhD in mathematics and cryptography and has been known to work on many cases with mathematical oddities. As Lucas mimes drawing his gun in the middle of the conference room. She's going to be here to investigate any sort of mathematical connections between Way and the numbers. I'd like to thank a Special Agent Mallory for the suggestion. I think that looking into the angle is incredibly important.
God damn it.
But Dr. Comox is be available. She's going to set up shop here and be
Sand,
available if
bitch.
anyone sees anything else. I think it's important to definitely get to Columbia today and research anything there. I think it's also important to look into Ridgway's, both Ridgway's work, and they start talking about, heading out.
Did Way have any kind of a social media presence that you guys have looked into yet?
Nobody really has looked into it yet.
Okay. I would try and do that.
Sure. It would take you a couple hours if that's something that you wanted to do. Unless you're just doing a cursory search.
Yeah, just a cursory search.
Nothing,
because they would have automatically taken down his social media.
One would presume, yes.
So I wouldn't be able to just look it up.
Correct.
I would need
You would need some way to
police
do that,
access.
which is, I don't know that you have the ability to do that, you as Jeff. As Thomas Mallory. That doesn't
Yep.
look very good, but nice. You rolled 69.
I did. That should be an automatic success.
For every game.
It's an automatic something. So you have the morning briefing. Dr. Comox is now here. Good suggestion, Jeff.
Who is she again?
A crypto analyst with a PhD in physics and cryptography. She's going to set up in the hotel, in the Motel 6, and start analyzing numbers and looking into Way's research to see if that had any sort of motivation.
As soon as the briefing breaks, I'm going to call the handler and pass along that information.
As you start to call, like you're pulling out your phone, you're starting to dial, you feel a hand clamp down on your shoulder and like squeeze uncomfortably tight.
Okay.
As you turn around, Gant is standing there. Special Agent Mallory, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Odd question.
Sure.
The office called. Said you were interested in physical evidence. Is there something that you'd like to look into? I'm sort of keeping an eye on all of that stuff.
Not anything specific. I was just trying to get a good idea of what had bin collected.
Okay. Yeah, no. Physical evidence is going to be available at, what did I say, Woodland Park? Is that where the office is? At Woodland Park. It'll only take a day or so for us to digitize it, so it'll be on the servers, so you can access it there.
Okay.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for? It's just sort of, the only reason why I ask is because Susan, who you spoke to, made mention of it.
Could we have access to that before it's digitized?
I could look into it if you'd like to go to Woodland Park.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll head there after Columbia.
Oh, you guys are going to Columbia.
Before.
Oh, before? Okay.
Better chance that we stop it from being digitized.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Your badges will get you in, but I'll let Susan know you're on the way.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Humit from either of you? He's just giving you a funny look.
I'm
Pass.
Like he's
He's been giving me funny all this whole time.
but he sort of smiles and puts on his sunglasses and
Gant was the one that was talking to Lucas, right?
Kaner was the one who was talking to Lucas.
Yeah, Gant's
is
the
his
second in
assistant.
command.
Correct.
Oh, they're both giving me funny vibes.
But yeah, I'll call Susan. Enjoy the office. And he steps off and begins talking to somebody else.
Yeah, if they haven't digitized it yet and we can stop that.
You can try. What do you guys want to do? Isn't that what, October 15th? October 14th. Excuse me.
Do we want to reach
Fine.
out to, we didn't get his name, but Clancy or whoever, and
Yes.
at least give them the heads up that
That there is a crypto analyst on site that's going to start digging into the numbers.
well, not only that, just that the fact that the numbers have definitely been photographed by local press, the digital footprint is already laid.
You hear someone answer the phone. Who's calling?
I will.
Mallory, you hear somebody answer the phone. Yeah.
I just wanted to pass along that. What was her name? Dr. Sarah Comox has been brought into the investigation as a crypto analyst to start digging into these numbers.
Keep an eye on her.
Will do.
Anything else?
Digital assets from evidence. We don't have much of a way to get into systems.
Then it would be ideal for you to stop it before it's digitized.
It's already.
To an extent, it already has been digitized. We're heading to the office now to see what we can stop.
Scrub what you can. Keep me posted.
Will do.
All these days are gonna put a bullet in these fucking handlers.
Clancy dodges bullets. Mr. Anderson. Would you guys like to drag Lucas along to Columbia University?
No, we're going to ditch him.
Okay, fair enough.
We're going to go to the FBI office first.
Sure. Yeah, you can go to Woodland Park.
Spill some
No,
coffee on
he's
some computers.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. We will stop at Dunkin' Donuts on the way there.
Buy the biggest damn coffees you can.
All right, you guys head off. You go to Woodland Park. You are met by Susan, a very happy assistant.
Mhm.
Welcome, Special Agent, and she's like looking at IDs. Mallory, Special Agent
Dickskin.
Gallant, and Special Agent Dixian. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Woodland Park Bureau. If you'll come this way, what can I do for you?
We were just looking to get a look at the physical evidence.
Sure, absolutely. If you'd step this way, is there particular evidence that you'd like to see?
No, we're just trying to get a general catalog of what's been taken so far.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. If you'd like to go through this way, and obviously there's some sort of evidence handling procedure.
Yep.
So if you'd sign here, please, and sign here, please, and put your name here, please, and write your badge number down here, please, and please provide me with the paper trail that's going to make you very uncomfortable.
Mhm.
I assume you all sign with no problem and
Yeah.
proceed into evidence. You proceed into evidence. What would you like to do?
Destroy all evidence. Click.
I will allow one luck roll.
Who wants to roll it?
I mean, I've literally failed all but like 2 rolls I've made tonight.
So bet high.
They haven't all been high misses. High 64.
That'll do.
Okay. You tamper with the evidence. You make the pictures that involve the number disappear. You're able to remove or somehow redact pieces of paper that have the number on it. You're able to destroy this nonchalantly. As far as you know, you've gotten away with it.
Cool.
Lucas, what's your bureaucracy?
60.
You know that if anybody else comes in and makes a close look, they will notice this. If the case is closed in time, if the case is closed faster than someone looks into this, this will never be noticed.
Okay.
But if people go looking for the numbers, they're going to notice that the pictures and the catalogs that list the numbers are all missing. Then the questions will be asked. But at the moment, you've removed, photographic and written evidence.
While they're working, I'm assuming it's going to take some time.
Sure.
I'm going to make a coffee run.
Sure.
And I'm going to stop and talk to, what's her name?
I believe I said Susan.
Susan. Ask her if she would like anything and kind of chat her up.
Sure. No, I'd like if you're going in, I'd like a vanilla bean frappuccino with extra whipped cream, and tell them to, and she gives you a very long, shitty Starbucks order.
It's at least a decent charisma roll.
Sure. Yeah, you chat her up.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You're from DC? So like you were, oh wow, that's like the big leagues.
I want to try and figure out if there's something weird going on with her boss. Have I offended him in some way? Because he was kind of weird earlier.
No. Who are you talking about?
Agent Gant.
Yeah, but she wouldn't refer to him by Agent Gant. Probably.
Oh,
Like she's not a special agent.
right.
I want to say Gary, but that's fine. She's on another page.
I mean, stuff
I know
like-
I've got Aiden Canner.
Oh, you're talking about
Kana.
Will, or are you talking about Aiden?
Will.
Oh, Will. Yeah, no, he just So Will is, working for Kaner has just kind of got Will all worked up. I think he really wants to go big time and like, you know, be in charge of like, I don't know, like this office or the office at Newark, or I don't know, work in DC like you do.
Mhm.
And I just think he's he's really gung ho about, you know, doing this right and being involved. I think Aiden's kind of stepped back to give William that spotlight, and William just really wants to, you know, take the bull by the horns.
So Aiden's trying to give him the chance to do it?
Well, if you know Special Agent Kaner, he's kind of a mentor around here and is kind of trying to, you know, help boost the next generation. I mean, he's still a young man, but I think that I don't think he'll be in the field much longer. I think that, you know, he'll look for retirement in a few years, but he's got to have somebody take over for him.
Okay.
The next generation is the superior generation.
Anything else you want to do besides falsify government records?
Cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come back with donuts and whatever. And
Yeah.
Do you have a
But you
legal
know, it's one of
cola?
those cheap ones where like you push the button and the coffee comes out and then the cup drops.
No. If he went out, like, I mean, he could have gone to Dunkin' or something.
yeah, I'm going out and coming back with stuff.
Fair.
And we'll like bring a little extra for Susan.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. She wants like a tiger tail with extra frosting and jelly filled on top of that 9,000 calorie drink. But she's shockingly slim and fit for as much sugar as she's downing right now. On to Columbia.
Yeah.
So Columbia University is an Ivy League school located in Morningside Heights on Manhattan's Upper West Side. I imagine this takes you a decent drive. How I assume, Mr. Geography over there, did you look and see how far the drive is?
I mean, I didn't exactly, but if you're saying it's upper Manhattan, that's get through Manhattan itself is going to be I guess we could take a train.
Yeah.
Where do you go when you arrive? I'm just curious how late you arrive.
Actually, that probably would actually.
Alliance, New Jersey to New York City.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Would we go to Newark and then can we take a subway? Does the subway connect? I don't know.
It's 2.5 hours.
Okay. Plus traffic, plus everything else. So you're probably there mid to late afternoon.
Okay.
Where do you
Go check in at the registrar's office, figure out where everything is.
So you introduce yourself as
Special Agent Thomas Mallory.
yes, Special Agent. Can I inquire as to why you're here?
We're going to look in Mr. Way's living space.
If you don't mind, we have a particular liaison for you. If you don't mind, I'll get her on the phone. It shouldn't be more than 10 or 15 minutes to get her here.
Sure.
You see a relatively attractive woman in her mid 40s, definitely business professional attire, hair pulled up, walk around. She extends a hand with manicured nails, soft hand, shakes your hand. Yes, agents, I am Sandy Bima. I am here to provide the full support of Columbia University in this investigation. We're happy to help the FBI with anything that they might need.
Oh, we appreciate everything you can give us.
Of course. It seems that my understanding is that Mr. Michael Way was a troubled individual.
That's what it seems like. We're actually looking to get into his living space, and I was wondering if you would know any of his close colleagues or friends or anything like that we might be able to.
Classes.
Troy,
Hi.
will you make me a SIGINT roll? You have SIGINT, right?
A very little SIGINT.
Plus 20%.
Oh, okay. Nope.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Going hot.
He had a dorm room over at John Jay Hall. I'd be happy to take you. I don't necessarily know much about his companions, but I'm sure I can inquire about that.
Is there really a John Jay Hall at Columbia?
Huh?
Is there really a John Jay Hall at
I have no
Columbia?
idea. According to
Well, I
Detwiller,
was say,
there's-
did it leave?
Probably.
Detwiller lived in New York, so if anything,
Yeah.
I'm going to trust his New York geography. So as you walk over, she kind of gives you almost like a talking tour, right? She's definitely PR. John Jay Hall is a skyscraper-like residence hall located on campus. It also houses the Fu Foundation School of Engineering and Applied Science, which contains the Applied Physics and Applied Mathematics program.
We found who they've been fighting all these years.
She takes you up to a dorm room. She speaks to somebody. They unlock the dorm. Yes, Mr. Way lived here. It's a very small dorm. It is incredibly modest and incredibly messy. You would expect that there is little social life based on the view when the door opens. Every surface is covered in half-read books, which appear to be folded open and dropped at random points around the room. His bed is nothing more than a futon in the middle of the room. There's very little furniture outside of that. A single rickety IKEA desk holds a nondescript gray computer and cheap monitor. There are papers stacked all over the table. It is clear this room was nothing more than a rest stop.
So futon, desk, computer, and that's basically
That's basically it. There's like a pizza box tossed in the corner. There's a small dorm fridge. There's like the clothes are thrown.
Does he have like a stack of bills laying somewhere or anything? Any kind of?
Probably if you start looking, yeah.
I'm wondering if he has like a
You also know
storage,
FBI.
storage locker somewhere that he hid out in and like did weird shit in. I don't know.
You also know as the FBI, you could make a bureaucracy call and run his credit cards. That would be easy enough to do.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. It'll take a couple hours. Remind me.
Okay.
Well, actually, I was thinking somewhere else when you asked that question. Do we see like past due notices or anything like that? Maybe.
No.
I was trying to figure out if he has like a secret layer somewhere like off campus that he was doing weird math on. And
like click the computer. Does it come away from rest?
It
or
does.
Is it?
It is a poorly maintained component built machine running a recent version of Windows. It is not password protected.
Okay.
you hear a drum and hi-hat sound. Troy got that one.
Is there anything?
It opens up to Outlook.
Okay. Recent
Here's your problem right here.
emails.
Nothing in the inbox.
Is what's her name in here with us?
She's standing respectfully outside the door, not sure what you need her to do.
Okay.
Without turning around looking at her. That'll be all. Thanks.
Sure. I'll be downstairs. With the what the hell do you call him? I'll be down the hall with the RA.
Okay.
I'll be here as long as you need
That's Roz.
assistance from Columbia.
Could you check with the RA, see if he has friends that he
Sure.
or he had friends that he spent time
Yeah, I'd
with?
be happy to do that.
Okay.
He may still have them.
If he hasn't killed him.
I'm going to wipe down an earring and toss it
Hey.
under the bed.
Sure. You got it.
I mean, do you have
evidence
to wipe
placed.
it down? Or
Huh?
could you pick it up and be like, oh, I found evidence?
No, but the room has not been gone through by anybody yet.
Not as far as you can tell. If they did,
Okay.
they didn't
We
do
are
fuck all with
The
it.
investigating crew then.
Yeah, so I want to make sure that that's in place before we start going through the room.
Fair.
And I'm thinking I found out that Gant is trying to make a name for himself.
Mm-hmm.
We need to give him that evidence. Let him run with it.
What evidence?
That there is a connection between her and
Oh,
And
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha.
let him run with that. Don't let it be us.
We may need to get Cantor off of our ass too.
Because if we can give them a reasonable explanation to close the case quickly,
Yeah.
then we can deal with everything else
Right.
once that's done.
You got a diary laying around in here somewhere? Journal?
There's shit everywhere.
Is there anything interesting on the computer other than
Where would you like to look?
Well, you say there's nothing in the inbox.
Correct.
Anything in
nothing. No new emails.
that?
That's
That's,
just what's in the
that's what I was going
sentence.
to ask.
Any sent emails?
The last email was sent the morning of October 12th.
Okay.
At 6:41 a.m. It is an email that was sent to mathgeeks@listbrain.com.